there everyone, it's Sue's Fish today with a layout for Citrus Twist kits, and I'm using this strip of cloud paper from Basic Grey. That's from their Saturday morning line called Breezy. I've actually kept a note of what everything is and we've got some crepe paper there, and I'm going to make a strip. My thinking was at this stage to make a strip of pockets, sort of side opening pockets along the edge of my page, and then I've cut that little sort of floral scrap from Pink Fresh Florals and Birds excuse me, that's a really beautiful paper, and I've just been kind of not sure how to use it because it's so lovely. Do you know what I mean? Do you ever get that with a paper and not knowing whether to cut out the birds or to use it as a whole? Or anyway, I've cut out a piece of it here. So I'm going to do a little bit of painting on my background. Ends up being rather more pink than I anticipated, but you really can't plan these things too much, can you? This bit is the bit that at this point I think, oh wow, that's strong. But I go with it. It works. It's fine. Smudge in some yellow and add some splatters, and it dries quite nicely. Actually, it knocks back a bit. At this point, I'm thinking, ketchup and egg mixed together, or baked beans. Not quite the look I was after, but it does look nice in the end. So I'm just doing a few more yellow splatters. Really into yellow at the moment, aren't you? It's just such a lovely springy daffodil colour. So that's dried off now, and I've stitched around. Oh, I'm just showing you there. I've made a pocket on the back of my photo for some hidden journaling, and I've stitched around my papers, and that's loosely where I want it, only not that far across. Oh, there's the cat come to help me. So then I think I turn you off while I stick that down. Yep, you don't need to see adhesives. I'm toying with the idea of replacing that string for a coloured twine that our kit was packaged up in. And now my title, and I'm going to use these little, they're kind of, I don't know what colour you'd describe them. They're not white, but they're not cream. They're a kind of buff, perhaps, sort of shade, and they're great because they're neutral, but you can still see them against the white. So my title is going to be Look at Me Now, from Dr. Seuss, you know, look at me, look at me, look at me now. It's fun to have fun, but you have to know how. And she just looks with the ball on her head, you know, she looks very Cat in the Hat, I thought. So I've stuck those down. I did that off camera. Bit of coffee. And I want to use that tape measure, but as a kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, you know, kind of balancing the ball for 4 seconds kind of idea. So I don't know whether that comes across, but it makes sense to me. So it's not really a measuring kind of thing, but more a timing idea. And I get into a bit of a pickle trying to stick that down. Because I go for tape first, and then it sticks out too far. So then I trim off the piece that's got the tape on and end up using glue. But anyway, it does go down eventually and looks very pretty. And I love that colour. Isn't that beautiful? It's funny, that was my mum's favourite colour, that kind of sea green shade. And it's mine. And now it's Kitty's too. I think it's lovely that we all like that colour. So it's sticking out a bit too far, so I'm going to cut off some of the measuring lines and then glue it under. So I hope you're all well, enjoying your days. There, that looks nice, doesn't it? So what am I doing next? Oh, I think I was helping Kitty with something at that point. Right, some embellishments. And I love, love, love those square sort of puffy, what's it? Who were they from? Pink Fresh Studio. They're gorgeous, aren't they? And those Amy Tangerine rubber sort of embellishments are just gorgeous too. That arrow I cut from a sheet of American Crafts paper called Bow and Arrow. It's really nice. It's a sort of painted, I think it's, I'm going to say, is it Amy Tangerine? Yes, it was an Amy Tangerine one. I'm pretty sure. So I turned the camera off just for a moment there while I worked out where I wanted my things to go, because I sometimes have a bit of a mental block. Oh, we're done. I'm sorry, I didn't notice that happening. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll be back again soon. Take good care.